I hope this time was beneficial for you guys to start thinking about your lessons and how you might change them around or add something or take something out to incorporate some of these strategies. Or the gradual release model if you were here yesterday with Doug's presentation and all that stuff. And Karen was supposed to come to all the rooms, remember, point out, as high school teachers, we are so good at the, I'm going to tell you what it's about, I'm going to lecture, I'm going to tell you the notes, now you try it. It's those two steps in the middle of, let's do it together, help me with my example, you guys try it collaboratively, and then we'll try it on our own. So taking a step back from the content, and I'm going to use Mr. Bratz as an example, he said he started to realize, in history particularly, they have to get from here to here, and you have that much time to get from here to here. So maybe it's, okay, I'm only going to get to here instead of all the way over here, and I'm going to take that step back and show them some of those expert skills that will transfer into different rooms. Now, if you're at this point, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work, this is really hard, I don't know where to start, well, you're not alone. This is a district goal, every student, college and career ready, and particularly it's our big building goal, right? All of us are in this together, every class, every content, from the gym to the art rooms, to the science labs, to our business classrooms, everywhere. We're all working towards this goal of incorporating these skills. And as you found working with your colleagues, that helps a lot. So working together and bouncing ideas off of each other is great support. And also we're lucky that there are support in our administration, and they're going to give us time to collaborate and do all that stuff. Another way of support is Erin and myself. Part of our role here at the high school is meant for helping coach you guys on incorporating some of these instructional strategies, right? We have kind of done our schedule. I think we have 4 or 5 hours designated in our day for this kind of work. Meeting with you in your prep hour, talking over a problem, talking over a lesson, coming into your room and modeling something, saying, can you do this think aloud for me? Can you show me how then I can model to my students? That's what we're here for. And we're hoping that, after today you guys will start to, not feel like you're in this alone and you can come to us for support. So what does this look like? As I mentioned, it's brainstorming lessons. We want to be proactive in this and not so much reactive. Like, that bombed yesterday, what do I do today? Maybe you know that a particular lesson or group of students is really struggling with vocabulary, right? We can come in and help you guys brainstorm, talk it over, what activities, what strategies might be beneficial to get them to understand the vocabulary a little bit better. It could be modeling. Last year, to give you an example, Scott Klain with his AP Environmental Science kids, he goes, I really want them to focus on note-taking. They're going to be responsible for that book on their own. Can you come in and model? He took one day, just one class period. I came in with a piece of text that I had never seen before, and I modeled for them Cornell notes. I showed them, okay, when I read this paragraph, here's what I was thinking. I had to go back and reread it 3 times, but here's how I picked out the main ideas. Here's how I generated a question. They tried one on their own. Scott said he'd never seen better notes for the rest of the year, right? So that's something we can do. Model it a couple times, and then we'll have you guys try it too, so that you can begin to incorporate it into your teaching repertoire. Co-teaching, maybe there's a lesson you want to give a try that we've brainstormed, or you're like, I'm really trying this new activity. We can come in and be a body. Maybe you just want another person in the room to help groups walk around, anything like that. That's what we can help you with. Observing student behaviors. Maybe you have a student who is really struggling and you're like, I don't know how to reach them. I don't know how to connect with them and get them motivated or get them to understand this concept. We can come in and watch them and see maybe where are they struggling exactly. Maybe it's something reading, we're reading specialists, but maybe it's something else going on there. But we're more than happy to come in there and help you guys with that. Uncovering sources for wide reading. Remember, getting away from the textbook, bringing in some of those real world texts. That's where we can come in and find some for you, offer places for you to go look over some of them. Some of you guys have brought me textbooks before and say, is this really going to work? Is this article going to work? We're more than happy to do that. So that's what we can do for you. What this is not designed for. We will not come into your room and babysit your class so you can go run to the store. Right? That's not what we're here for. Unfortunately, we won't grade your papers. We won't be the disciplinarian in your room. We won't sit in the back and tell all those chatty Cathys to stop talking. All right? What we're here for is instructional support. Because as you guys found, bouncing ideas off of colleagues and just talking it out sometimes is is all you need. So that's what we're here for. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours in our day is designated just as this, right? I've had teachers already come to me of, I really want to do the note cards, for example, whatever it is, modeling, just talking it over with you, offering you some suggestions, telling you where to go look. It's not just you. Michelle Collar, our librarian, was supposed to be here today, but I told her to take the afternoon off because she was doing late crew all morning. But our library is an awesome resource for all of those things. Back in the professional section, and this whole bookshelf actually right over here is all professional material meant for us. And also interspersed back there, she has tons of these real world texts meant for you, meant for students, understanding math, problems, or I don't even know some of these titles. Every subject area, every skill you can imagine, she's got something for us. And the one I want to show you today is finding those real world texts getting away from your textbook. If you go to the For Students page on our main website, some of you may already know this, but you just go to the For Students page and you come right up to here to 6 through 12 online resources. Right? Click on that, and all of these options come up, but you want to click on Research Databases. They have all of them for all these different subject areas. So you have a history one, there's an environmental one. This is the one she's really pushing here, our new teen health and wellness. Articles designed for our students. They are set up for our students. They are supported for our students, and she has a password and everything that she'll send to us. But the one I want to look at right here is this first one. So let's say, actually let me go back one step. When we come into your classroom, we don't pretend to know your content area, all right? Steve Hernandez, if you remember him, one of our science teachers, he'll be the first one to tell you that I don't know anything about biology, because what I thought was the head of the worm was not the head of the worm, okay? So we do not come in saying, I know how to teach your content better. You are your content expert. What we can do is help you access that content for your students a little bit better. So if you come here, Student Resources and Context, let's say we're looking up, let's just do earthworms, because we're on the subject of earthworms. So you type in your subject, and you can hit search. Thank you. All of these articles are going to come up, all right? References, then you've got images, then you've got news, sound things, all of this stuff. And I believe this is the one where if you click on an article, yep, you can click listen, and the article is read aloud to your students, so maybe they want to hear something as well. Yes. Very cool. Because don't ask me to pronounce those words. No. Okay, so that's how you can do that. Search anything, but what I want you to look up here is advanced search. So let's say you're looking for alternative texts, you're looking for wide reading for a certain subject, but you know you have some really high readers in your class, they're in AP classes, then you know you've got some struggling readers in your room as well. You can come to this advanced search. You can limit things, full text. You can pick out what type of text that you want. And then you can do a Lexile range, all right? And we'll talk more about Lexiles later, but you can say, I want to find articles that are designed for lower readers, and then I want to find one for my higher reader, and you can print out 2 articles on the same subject. You're good to go. Yes? Probably. Michelle's our expert on that, but I will have... Oh. Culture research, is that right?
Yeah, that's what it was, but I'm thinking, we're teaching
different,
reading in Spanish. They don't,
My guess is yes, and I'll have Michelle connect with you on that. Like I said, she's our expert on this. But that's just to get you started get away from your textbook, bring in some of these real world articles. They have a tab, I believe, for just current events in science and social studies and math. All right, that's a perfect way to get in some reading, get in some writing, speak it, listen it, all that stuff for real world texts. Does anybody have any questions on this? What Michelle, Aaron, and I are going to do is actually in the first few weeks you'll get an email from us, and it's going to be asking you for suggestions on what resources you think you're interested in using. Michelle is more than willing to find them for us. She's more than willing to train us on this to help us find the right articles for our classroom. I think we're good. We can go back to the PowerPoint. So you're not in this alone. This is an ongoing thing. It's not one and done. It's not today was your lesson on disciplinary literacy and you need to forget it for the rest of the year. This is an ongoing thing. See if you can make little changes to each of your lessons to step back, make your thinking visible, take a little extra time to set them up for success. Help that skill transfer from first hour to seventh hour, from Spanish to choir. All right, we're all in this together. We're all responsible. We can all make our students college and career ready. Sorry, I'm leaving the mouse over there. So the last thing we have for you to do before we'll let you go is the last page of your packet is a survey for Aaron and I. Like I said, we are here for your resource, for your support, help you out in any way we can. There are a list of things. Oh, that's right. If you wrote on the back, we'll make another copy, whatever. There are several options of how we can support you. What I just want you to do today is pick out your top 5. If you know vocabulary is an issue, if you know you want to find your students' reading levels, anything like that, pick your top 5 of how we can support you best. Aaron and I are going to be walking around with the workshop evaluation. We'd appreciate it if you'd fill that out and be as honest as you want. Thank you for your attention and your time today. Let us know how we can help, and here's to a great school year. Thank you very much.